Vandersloot, Stevens on the attack, gets rejected by Wilson, controlled by Hamby. Big stand there from A'ja Wilson. And De'Arica Hamby. And now a steal. 2-on-1. Copper will lay it in. It's a 4-point game. Every time it looks like it's over, it's not.
Chicago has turned it up on the defensive end. Good hands by Courtney Vandersloot. And then open court opportunity for Kahleah Copper, who glides in.
I want Ellie to run the floor early, and I want us to go into a screen like a delayed finish. And I want us to go here, and I want her to go here, and then come off. All right? Okay? All right? But set the screen. Yep, let's put 4 here. Let's put 3 here. Together.
James Wade drawing up what he wants his team to do on the offensive end. You heard him mention Allie Quigley. She's starting to get some momentum in the last few possessions, so they get it back. Look for Chicago to try to get her involved in as she's starting to heat up a little bit and went to the free throw line.
Aces out of timeouts. Chicago with 2 remaining. The Aces with 5 fourth-quarter turnovers after they had 3 the first 3 quarters combined. 12-second difference, game and shot clock, a 4-point Aces lead. Young has to get in, finds Hamby alone for 2. And James Wade was trying to call a timeout. Finally, was granted it after he did a interesting gesture to the sky. It's a 6-point Aces lead as Hamby got 3.
De'Arica Hamby is setting the screen here, but defense, Candace Parker helps out on Kelsey Plum. I mean, you're so far from the bucket, you got to protect the basket there. That was just a miscommunication by Chicago. If anything, I think that was Fluke should have went back to get Hamby, but Parker came out on Plum instead.
Hamby now 14 points, 14 rebounds. Every member of Vegas in double figures. No member of Vegas's bench has scored. Every member of their starting lineup in double figures, 0 points from their bench. WNBA coverage continues a Tuesday doubleheader. First, 7 Eastern on ESPN2. Sky and the Mercury. Then at 9 Eastern on ESPN. Reigning MVP Jonquel Jones and the Connecticut Sun take on the Aces in Las Vegas. All right, Chicago basketball, 34.8 to go. Sky trailing by 6.
You can hear Chelsea Gray really taking over on the defensive scheme for Vegas, talking about the hammer screen and the action on Courtney Vandersloot right here.
Vandersloot looking for Quigley, and an illegal screen is called as Chicago turns it over. Parker called for the personal.
They're looking for Allie Quigley here, coming off of a screen from Parker. Yeah, Parker moved in and hip checked Chelsea Gray. That's a good call.
Gray, the flick ahead. Plum will lay it in, and that should do it. An 8-point Las Vegas lead as Parker burrows in, lost it, and a whistle with 18.7 to go.
And it was interesting. I thought I heard Becky Hammond say red on defense, which is aggressive, which was what we just saw there on Candace Parker. But then you put yourself in a situation where you could foul. And that's what happened on the coverage there from A'ja Wilson. And not that I know their play calls, Ryan, but I'm just saying. Sounded like that.
I think a technical foul was called on James Wade before that free throw from Parker. So Gray and Plum battling over who gets to shoot this free throw. Plum has 18, Gray has 18. Plum hits the free throw. Now they'll go back to Parker at the line. We talked with Becky Hammond before the game about the hunger of the Aces. We said, you know, could you sense it coming in? Oh, yes, I could, knowing how close this team has been over the past 3 seasons, semifinals, finals, semifinals. They've seen themselves have the best record in the league and been unable to complete the mission. Said going into our first game against Phoenix, heard it a lot in their locker room. We heard Roz talk about that as well. Ended up beating Phoenix all 3 meetings out of the gates. Got that season series out of the way. This is an Aces team that is locked in and focused on taking the leap they have not been able to over the last few seasons.
And what's important about this win for Vegas, they won it with their defense. They're not shooting lights out numbers from the field against Chicago. I mean, they won this game because of what they did on the defensive end.
An impressive win for the Las Vegas Aces, taking down the defending champion Chicago Sky, 83-76 the final. Las Vegas improves to 8-1.
This is a Vegas team that's playing with confidence on both ends of the floor. Again, I feel like they won this with their defense, made Chicago take the shots that they wanted them to take, and it's obvious that Chicago has still not really found their stride.
22 points, 16 rebounds from A'ja Wilson. And A'ja is with Roz Gold-Onwude.
A'ja, congratulations. You know, they pushed, they brought it close. But what's the significance for you of getting this win against the defending champs in their house?
I mean, every win in our league is tough, and it's good for us. So we just got to string stops together. I think we got a lot of things that we need to work on, but it is good to kind of get one over the champs. But, hey, we got to get ready for another one on Tuesday.
This was a game, y'all only hit 4 threes. We spent the whole pregame.
Yeah, we were stinky. But, I mean, you got to play to your strengths. And today, the 3 was not our strength. I know I stunk it up. My teammates did too, but we'll be back in the lab working.
So what was the strength today that you could lean on?
Their pressure, they pressured us, but we just kind of kept attacking the basket and met them at the rim.
All right, so you got a new head coach in Becky Hammond. New system, but things are clicking early. Your 6th win in a row. How much could you say your team understands its identity already?
I don't think we understand our identity just yet, but we do have a veteran core, and when we know each other and we played together for a while, it's kind of easy because we understand each other's personalities. So, like I said, this league is tough, so we got to get ready for Tuesday.
All right, thanks, A'ja. Congrats.
Well, A'ja Wilson